Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Another try for Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On set. 5-9. If you won't get this one, you think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. They'll get 34 yards there.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Finley sets to throw on 1st down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
To try again after the sack. Finley. He completes it to Boyd. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play.
49ers 7. Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 55-yard.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run with Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson, and that is incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hey, it's Orbit. Now.
A 1st down throw for Finley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Finley. On the screen, Bernard. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's Finley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the 2nd half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So, after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Get it.
On 2nd down, Finley again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Had a bit of a lane there. Took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill. Look, squeeze on the ball. Show it up. 6 guys.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, on comes... And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go!
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Jackson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. after the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Under that.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I'm letting you know. Kill. Bang.
Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
54. Come on, baby.
Finley to throw it this time. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Ready? 10-2, sir. Right there, 54 Mike. Switch up. Slam. Go, Jackrabbit. Come on. Fight.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and a yard, Finley got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Finley setting up on first down. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Farmer. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. No. Off. Mott's 56.
Jackson now. Over the middle, it's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
25, check 25, check 25.
They run again with Breida. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Good job.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Crunch.
It's Mixon on the counter. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
60 or 54. I got one.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
What twist? 61. Match box. Ready?
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Cheetah. Be careful.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Bullock good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now it's Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Jackson, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, here's Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run, watch the run. There.
Now Finley lost it. Go up and over. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They toss to Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at his own 49.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Leo. Cut.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. All day, baby, all day, baby.
Now Joe Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bengals, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't